So, hello everyone, welcome. This is Swagen Jackson TV. Uh, I just want to welcome each and every one of you for this deeper conversation that is about to take on. Yeah, yeah. I want us to help each other today to share a few things or a few questions about what's about to go down at the United States of America. Yeah, that's the presidential election. So I want us to discuss deeply. Yeah, we discuss on the issue. Mostly today, I'm gonna focus on some questions that if I was the people asking the presidents or the candidates, the aspirants, on what they'll do uh, during their terms. I've drafted some few questions, 10 questions that I would ask the presidential aspirants. So today I want to talk or I want to discuss about the issues, and I hope you guys you'll help me in discussing them. Yeah, you'll help me in discussing them and tackle them one by one and reason together to see if you would have been the president aspirant, what promises will you give your people, and how sure are we the people that you'll fulfill your promises. So I've just drafted some few questions here. We'll discuss, we'll talk, and yeah, don't be shy or don't shy off commenting on the chats. Tell me what you think, because these questions are all for us. And yeah, I've just sat down and I thought of, since the elections are tomorrow, I guess there are some possible questions that each and every citizen maybe is asking that have not been asked or not been said. So I thought it's wise, it's good. I draft them down and share with us. Yeah. So as I wait for you guys to join, so yeah, we'll discuss because I think America is one of the superpowers country that I feel it deserves a respect. So when it goes down for a presidential election, definitely you'll want to know what's about to go down. So yeah, I've drafted questions that can lead to a deeper conversation, a deeper discussion about candidates' policies and their priorities, of course. And these are some of my questions. So I'll tackle them one by one. I'll be asking the questions one by one. Of course, these are rhetoric questions. Of course, I'm not expecting answers, but you can just write your comments, what you're thinking about these questions down there, and tell me or tell the world what you guys think. And yeah, we'll move on together. Well, so let me start. If I was the panel that was to ask uh, Kamala Harris and Joe and Donald Trump about the presidential election, I would ask first the electoral integrity. I'll go with the electoral integrity, and this is my question. I want you guys to listen carefully. Then you'll tell me in the comment or in the chat. You'll tell me this how you guys would have answered. So on the matters electoral integrity, I would ask both Kamala and Trump. I would ask them this way: how do you guys plan to ensure the integrity of the electoral process and address concerns about voter suppression or election fraud? I mean, that's a question most of the countries or many countries always ask because, okay, I'm a Kenyan. I am a Kenyan. We do go for elections after every 5 years. Our next election is expected to be on 2027. So I would ask You know, in Kenya, or yeah, I rather say in Kenya, most of people, or personally, I think for you to be a president, you must be in good term with the independent electoral body commissioners, I guess. So I would ask about the electoral integrity. So Kamala, Trump, how do you plan to ensure the integrity of the electoral process and address concerns about voter suppression or electoral fraud? That's my first question I would ask. I would ask both the aspirants, both Kamala and Trump, because I've been following the debate that has been going on between the presidential aspirants, and wow, it was just awesome. And I feel some of the questions were left out. I don't know why. They were left out for, I don't know, maybe for various reasons. But I think most of the questions that I'm going to ask here were asked there. And this is just a spice on what was asked. But it's just a deep understanding, man. I mean, this electoral integrity, how do you plan to put it in place? How do you assure your citizens that the elections will be free and fair? How do you, I mean, because most of people believe that money is power. So but we the citizens don't know about the money. We know to cast our votes. So how will you ensure that the electoral integrity, the process, the voting process is just legal, fair, free, that everyone will be happy at the end? So that is my first question that I would ask the aspirants, the presidential candidates. Then on to my second question. This second question is about the economic policy. The economic policy. I would ask this way. What specific policies will you implement to address income inequality and ensure economic opportunity for all Americans and foreigners? That's a question that I think it is the core, or it carries the core of the country. Um, yeah. What specific policies? I mean, what specific policies will Kamala, will Trump implement to address income inequality and ensure economic opportunity for all Americans and foreigners? You know, for a country to grow, you must consider both your citizens and the foreigners, of course. Okay, what I believe is that foreigners also add something in a country's economy, and that's where my question is: the economic policies. What specific policies will Kamala, will Donald Trump hmm, implement to address income inequality and ensure economic opportunity for all Americans and foreigners? There shouldn't be that a large gap um, of earning, I guess. Of course, people are earning according to how good or how experienced they are, but that shouldn't hinder, or rather, that shouldn't make some people feel oppressed because of that. So, what are the economic policies that you guys will put in place? Don't know. That's a question. I guess somebody please call for me, Harris. Yeah, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, maybe, to answer this. So, what policies will you implement as the president of the United States of America? Because USA, I've told you, USA is a superpower. USA, it's a big country that everybody respects. So, what policies will you put in place or will you implement to address income inequality and ensure economic opportunity for all Americans and foreigners? That was my number two question. On to my third one. Yeah, this third one, I think it's all over. It's all over because Africa, we had a summit as African countries African head of states had a summit where they discussed this issue. And this issue is about the climate change. I mean, climate change is everywhere. Climate change is something that you cannot take lightly. So, my question will be, as the President of the United States of America, how do you reconcile economic growth with the urgent need for climate action? How? And what steps will you take? What steps will you take to transition to renewable energy? What steps? That is my question. Climate change is unexpectable. We all know that. Yeah, the weather diverse is something you can't afford to leave behind, because it's affecting not only African countries, but I guess the entire world. And we know the challenges faced behind the climate change, and that's why I'm asking. Um, yeah, as the President of the United States of America, how do you reconcile economic growth with the urgent need for climate action? And what steps will you, as the President of the United States of America, what steps or what effective steps will you take to transition to renewable energy? That's a tough one. Yeah, we can control the climate change, but uh, well, that's a tough one. I guess that's a tough one. But I believe when let me share this one first. Let me share. Yeah, guys, continue subscribing as we come discuss for more. Where is it? 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 Ooh. Yeah, let me find it. Let me find it. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, so as we were discussing this about the presidential election that is about to get down, that's about to go down at the United States of America, and these are the possible questions that I drafted down and thought we should share together and reason together. Maybe you'll send in your comments, the chats, you express yourself how you feel about the questions that I'm about to say. I've already shared with us the three questions. One was about the electoral integrity, and I was asking, how do you plan as the president, as the United States of America president? I mean, how do you plan to ensure and the integrity of the electoral process and address concerns about vote suppression or electoral fraud? That was question number one. Yeah, about the electoral integrity. Then question number two that I asked is about the economic policy. You are the president of the United States of America. What specific policies will you implement to address income inequality and ensure economic opportunity for all Americans and foreigners? That was my second question, question number two. Then there was this third question about the climate change that I've earlier said that it's a global challenge. It's not only in Africa or any other continent, but it's a global challenge. And I asked you, let's say you're being elected the president of the United States of America right now. Um, how do you reconcile economic growth with the urgent need for climate action? That was my question. And I went further and asked, what steps will you take to transition to renewable energy? That's about economic change or economic climate change. I feel like it's a challenge. As I said earlier, it's a global challenge. Now, on to question number four, guys. This question, it's almost in every country. We do have challenges in even here in Kenya. We do have challenges. This question that I'm about to ask, and I feel like this is a crucial one. This a core question to the country, to our country, especially the United States of America, being considered as the superpower country. It's about healthcare access. I mean, healthcare access. How do you access healthcare? Now, this will be my question. In what ways, as the president of the United States of America, in what ways do you propose to improve access to affordable healthcare, and how will you address the ongoing challenges of the healthcare system? You know, healthcare is a issue; it's a global issue, but you, as the president of the United States of America, how do you think of incorporating this? In what ways do you propose to improve access to affordable healthcare, and how will you address the ongoing challenges of the healthcare system? Because right now in Kenya, guys, we have a system in place. We shifted from NHIF. We used to have NHIF, standing for National Health Insurance Fund, which catered for health issues. We shifted from NHIF to SHIF, Social Health Insurance Fund. So from national to social. This is a challenge. I've been watching some news, and yeah, people are complaining that the system is not in place. The system is not yet ready. But some are saying, no, the system is good. You know what? The system is good. It's doing well, okay. So these are the challenges. You have the negative and positive feedbacks coming from your citizens. So as the United States of American presidents, in what ways do you propose to improve access to affordable healthcare? And how will you address the ongoing challenges for the healthcare? Assume you are now vying for the Kenyan presidential seat, having this challenge of NHIF and SHIF. How will you address the ongoing challenges already in place? How will you address the ongoing challenges of the healthcare system? That's a question for thought. It's a tough one, but trust me, guys, when that question is solved, because I know a lot of people don't have enough access to healthcare. That is a fact, and it's quite unfortunate that a country like America, I've told you, a superpower country like America, still undergoes such challenges. I don't know. I've never been to America, but I believe this is a challenge. This is a global challenge because here in Kenya, it's happening. So I feel like it's not yet settled all over the world. So you being the president, how do you address this issue? The ongoing challenges that are in place already, the people are witnessing on the ground. How would you address? Very nice question. Yeah, so guys, we continue. So question number 5, but just before I read out question number 5, please guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my latest videos, like, subscribe, share. Yeah, it's a journey that I've started, but I believe things will be okay. Yeah, so on to the next question. Question number 5 is about foreign relations. Oh my god. Like personally, I just came out from applying for the diversity visa, DV1. I'm a foreigner, but I want to go to America. Now, this is the question about foreign relations. What is your vision for Americans' role? What's your vision for America's role in global affairs, particularly regarding relation? Now, listen to this, particularly regarding relations with Russia and China. You didn't see that coming, right? So, you being the president of the United States of America, what is your vision for America's role in global affairs, in foreign relations? What's your vision? It's a tough one, but not really tough because I believe America is a great country and it's a comfortable country for people to work in. So that shouldn't be an issue for me, if I'll say. It shouldn't be an issue because it is a superpower country. It accommodates a lot of races all over the world. So, or of course, the plans are there about foreign relations. But you, as the incoming, the new president of the United States of America, what is your vision for America's role in global affairs, particularly regarding relations with Russia and China? You already know Russia and China are also superpower countries. You know. So what's the relation? That's a question I leave to Kamala Harris and yeah, Donald Trump. So guys, I had 10 questions, but I've just tackled 5. Those 5 questions are for today. So tomorrow I'll go on with the other 5 questions, and trust me, these 5 questions are fire. Trust me, they will shock you because they are questions that most of our people don't like addressing them. I don't know, maybe because of 1 or 2 issues, but I feel they're important, and we'll discuss them tomorrow. And that has been my discussion. That has been my live discussion with you guys. So yeah, feel free to subscribe to my channel. You'll be seeing more of this. Feel free to share, to comment, to send people in. Thank you so much, guys. That has been my time. And yeah, good night to Kenyans. Good morning to the other countries. Good afternoon to the other countries also that are still in afternoon, morning. And also good night to those countries also. So good night, guys. And yeah, I wish everyone the very best. God bless America. Adios.